All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Mashari. Again, we're broadcasting from Nairobi, and we want to talk about the progress here at Ubrica. And today, first of all, I want to thank everyone for coming. I would like to post this hangout to the people who are here. Today, we won't be long because I think is long webinars are not good. 15 minutes flat. If there are questions, people can ask questions either through Telegram or they can ask questions through the chat room here. And if you can hear me okay, uh, hey, that's YouTube. So anyway, that you can click on that link that goes to YouTube. But in the meantime, I'm gonna give you the link to the Hangouts, which is something up here that says share. And when it says share, not share the screen, we need a links. Okay, let's cancel that. Okay, let's get started. For those, it says invite people via links into the Hangouts. So I want to post this link to Telegram so that we can all participate in action questions. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Of course, if you're not in East Africa, it's not evening for you, depending on where you are on this planet. If you're in China or somewhere in South Korea, you are probably good night. Now, if you're here in East Africa, it's good evening. Of course, the Middle East, and now if you're in Europe, it's good afternoon, I think. But if you're in the United States, probably you're still within the morning hours. But we're glad to be here, and we can do this again, yet again, to bring you more news from Nairobi. Right now, we have very exciting news. First of all, I want to thank you all for the rally on Telegram. We have gone, we call it a rally to 10,000 by the end of the week. Now, we have about 961 people and counting. We have 31 people to go to get to 1,000. And I believe if we keep at this pace, by the end of next week, we may have multiplied again that 1,000 to 2,000, and we go on until we are fully saturated. I think that if we were to go with Metcalfe's law, we would get 5,000 people squared. Of course, that would be phenomenal. 5,000 squared. That would help us to reach the millions of people we want. But let's keep inviting people to Telegram group, and that's really good. So today, congratulations, we have great news. News number one is from Starbucks, and Starbucks, as you saw on Telegram, those people who were able to attend Telegram today, they saw there was a lot of activity, exciting stuff, and Starbucks sent us an email saying that we, as Ubricoin is approved for listing as Starbucks. Yes. So I'm going to read this email from Custon1, and Custon1, they're in Taiwan. So Ubricoin will be in Taiwan. And the email says that they appreciate our trust in Starbucks exchange due to your token. I'm going to read in our language. Hi, Mashari. Appreciate your trust in Starbucks exchange. Due to your token is high quality project, we only ask a confirmation through email, which I've attached to a simple contract in this email. If you accept the terms and conditions in this simple contract, please directly reply that you accept and confirm this deal. After receiving your confirmed letter, we will list your token in 3 days. May. Now, please let me know if you have any concerns. And so David in our office, that's David Jenga, is the one handling this case and was handling Starbit. And David is a man. He replied to Casting One and told her that we are ready to go. Of course, and this means that we have maybe 4 days from now. So today is Thursday, tomorrow Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We should be listed. Monday we should be listed. How about that? In an exchange, on an official exchange, and of course, Starbit charges people to get listed. Usually, they charge them 13 ETH. But did you pay 13 ETH? No, because they believe that our project is of very high quality. First of all, I want you to congratulate yourself for that. You have done a great job. And it means that you and everyone else in this team of ours is going to continue doing a great job. So the next thing after we list is to make sure that we are doing trades worth of 10 ETH per week. Piece of cake. I'm saying this because you are going to be involved in these trades. And the only way you're going to get involved in these trades is to do it, to be there and start setting uh, sell orders and buy orders on Starbit. And if we did that, then we don't have to pay any money because the money is going to be generated on by the trades. So, what does that mean for you? That we have to generate trades worth of 10 ETH per week. A week is 7 days. So this means approximately uh, 1.2 ETH per day. That's not a big deal. Together, and we are so many, we can generate trades. This is not to say that we are paying Starbait with that money. What we are doing, they just want our coin to be active. It doesn't look like it is sleeping on the job. So Ubricoin will not be sleeping on the job because you and you and you and you are going to help it move. And that is great news. Many other exchanges are charging people money just to get listed. Instead of charging money to us, these people are invested in our project. Starbit is invested in our project because it's encouraging us to trade Ubricoin instead of to pay for the. Now, if they didn't care about us, what they would do is tell us, "Oh, you can just pay us the money, and then you can do whatever you want." But instead of telling us that, they are telling us trade and trade and trade and trade and generate no less than 10 ethers per week. Okay, that means about 40 ether per. Now, when you have so many, it's not a difficult thing. How do we think? How do we trade 40 ethers? Let's see. How do we trade 10 ethers? 10 ethers means that exactly what you were talking about yesterday: buying UBN and selling UBN. When you sell UBN, you get ether. Yeah, that's what we agreed. When you sell UBN on the exchange, you exchange UBN for ether, and that is one transaction that maybe generates certain amount of ether. Maybe you're not selling for a whole ether. That's not what they're asking. But if you have 1,000 people, like we have 1,000 people on on Telegram now, then if everyone, let's say even 100 of those people were doing a transaction every day, then they're trying to sell their UBN, converting it to ether. That is a lot of ether. Now, should we get everyone active on that topic, trying to sell their UBN, then it's going to be more than 10 ether per week. Yeah, 10 ether per week isn't much money, but that is the requirement for us to remain listed there. And this means that it gives us the incentive to work hard. And because we're all very hardworking people, then we're not going to be in trouble. Oh, hello. Let me recognize. Hey, yes. Greeting from the Middle East. Yes. So we continue. So what we're saying is that we're talking about the good news from Starbit, and Starbit is a company in Taiwan. They have agreed to list UBN, which is good news. And listing UBN has meant that we listing UBN has meant that UBN is going to be very active, but it won't become active by itself. We all have to participate in getting UBN very active in the marketplace. That is great news. I think that's fine. I was going to say that we should mute, but yesterday I muted you, but then I could not unmute you. But can you hear me okay? Yeah? Can you
Yeah,
speak? All right, yeah.
yeah.
You can hear
I,
your
c-
voice.
I can hear you.
Very good. Okay. Now, the next news is that as some people in our Telegram group have driven a lot of excitement because they discovered all by themselves how to trade UBN on decentralized networks, and that is great. That is really great news because, and that's the kind of initiative and personal drive that we are looking for. If people can go out there and look for where can you exchange UBN, there are so many alternatives. Right now, I have just posted a list of decentralized exchanges, and there are very, very, very many. Okay, so because we are also very many, like the list of decentralized exchanges, um, we can discover so many things. Yeah, and so what I suggest is that each one of us take at least 30 minutes a day doing his or her own research and how to with all these exchanges. Our team in the office is not as big as the team on the Telegram. So the team on the Telegram, if the entire Telegram group comes in to help us discover many, many different exchanges, then, and of course, maybe if we could sell orders in those exchanges, then it means that we're going to be in good shape because um, the demand for UBN is going to come from far and wide. And as the demand is coming from far and wide, the value of the UBN continues to rise. Okay, so that's a key. Now, again, like we said yesterday, in order for the UBN itself to grow in demand, we have to tell as many people as possible who don't have UBN about it, either by bringing as many of them into the Telegram group and those people who have contact with journalists, people who are in television, radio, newspapers, give them the information, the good news that we're reporting here every day, and then they can also develop these stories, for the mass consumption. So that is call to action. And so today, the other news I want to report is that we have a meeting, what's called the Young Mentorship Program for young people uh, here in Kenya, which is going to be at Steph Joy High School. And the mentorship program for this year, well, we call it Entrust STEM Camp. Entrust STEM Camp. The program for this year is about money, of course. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics. And then we have added two more subjects, Arts and Humanities. So the camp is going to be at Steph Joy High School in Limuru. It is going to be very, very well rounded, and it's very, very exciting because not only are we talking about science, technology, engineering, mathematics, arts, and humanities, and in a 4-day camp which will take place on April 16, which is just next week. So we're starting on Tuesday. So we're going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Good Friday it ends, and it's going to be very, very exciting. And we're looking for a lot of young people and their parents to come there. We're getting the pre-university students, maybe and maybe children from the age of 15 to 21. 15 to 21 children are invited for the camp, and we are talking. You have to mute.
Yeah, mute.
Yes. Okay. So we have the camp, and the camp will be going for April 16, 17, 18, and 19. And this camp is co-organized by Ubrica, that's ourselves, plus our team here in the office. We're about five members of Ubrica team helping to put the camp together. And Steph Joy High School or Steph Joy Schools, and the Steph Joy Schools have got several people participating in creating the camp. And it's a science, technology, engineering, mathematics camp. The theme of the camp this year is money, because we're talking about money. We're talking about the science of money. Money is a science. Money is a technology. Money is engineering, and money is mathematics. And of course, we use Ubricoin as a case example, and it's going to be very good. There'll be more than 2,000 people there attending the camp, and it's 1 week. So we hope to have a very good time. We shall stay with you during the camp, and of course, we shall be reporting you on developments every day. But most important is you can send people in your family who are here in Kenya to come for the camp, because so that we can hold things together, and that would be very good, so that we can boost the support for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education in Kenya, and we start to interest very very young people on science itself, because it looks like young generation here in Kenya has lost hope in education. So it's up to us to excite them about education, particularly in science subjects, the kind of science that has enabled us to create money, and the money, this money, technology money, using blockchain. So we're looking forward to having a lot of fun. So what we request today for you is to, if you're here in Kenya, come to the camp, bring your children. It's a 4-day camp, so you have to be prepared to stay there. Well, you don't stay there as an adult, but your child will be left in a camp. Okay, so if you're interested, you can text me on the side, so we have a side chat, and we can see how that can be organized. And if you are in the diaspora, you can call people here in Kenya and tell them that there's a camp going on that's going to be very, very good. It's something that you don't want your child to miss. Yeah? Because we start learning about technologies such as the Ubricoin itself, that has created with deep science and a lot of computer science and engineering, and then it's all math. Okay, so in today I don't want to keep us waiting here. I just wanted to highlight those few things and say that people are very very hard at work. We have applied for listing in among very 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 many exchanges, and you can see that we have positive review. People think that our project is excellent. It's rated excellent, and that's not a bad thing. High quality, those are kind of adjectives you're hearing when the ratings come. So this gives me a lot of hope and of course pleasure that Ubricoin is going to gain value very very fast when it gets listed in the exchanges. Okay, so I don't have any more things to say today. I wanted this to be very short, and so that we can continue. I'm very excited about the rally that is on Telegram, both the rally for getting new people, let's continue doing that, and the rally for exchanges. And it's everybody's duty, as I said in a text message earlier, that it is every one of us duty to find where else could Ubricoin be listed. As I said yesterday, decentralized exchanges do not require anything. You only go there and create a sell order, and then you tell the people that where they can go and buy, or you send to them an invoice. If someone's saying, I don't know how to get Ubricoin, invoice them from LedgerDex. Okay, from LedgerDex, you can send someone an invoice. If it's very easy to send an invoice when you go to LedgerDex. Once you have loaded, of course, your MetaMask on LedgerDex, you scroll down, and of course, you have added UBN as ERC20 token. Then you can scroll down at the bottom where you find UBN and say and click on buy, not sell, buy, not buy order, not create buy order, but just buy. It's on the left, it's in the middle column, just after the UBN. When you do that, it takes you through steps where you create a buy order. When now that buy order is an invoice, which you can copy the link to that invoice at at the address bar at the top, and then send it out to people who you want to buy. You know what happens when somebody receives it and opens it, then it's going to ask him to buy because you had created an invoice to buy, and people can buy your UBN right off just like that. So I think what I would do is create a video for those people who are interested in creating invoices like that. A video, a short, brief video on just how to create a buy order. And of course, it is as if you are the one buying, but then once you create the invoice and it's on the other side, you just go to the address bar, copy that address for the invoice and send it to people. So all the people have to do is click, 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 and they buy your UBN. So there's a lot of exciting stuff, and that is what I would like maybe to create a video, because it's not possible to do it on this Hangouts. We did that the other day and it didn't work very well, and so we have to post it by creating something called um, screencasting, which I think is possible. Then we post it to the to the group. All right, thank you so much. Greetings back to you in the Middle East. Let me see. Somehow this thing is very funny. Once you get muted, you cannot get unmuted. Can you speak? Nope. No. Anyway, yeah, I can't hear you. It means that it's broken. Let's stop there so we don't keep you waiting too much. And then we have any questions arising due to today's discussion on Telegram. Right? Goodbye. Goodbye.